In this video, I'm going to take you through a simple Pilates routine of stretching and strengthening exercises to help get rid of sciatic pain. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Gila, a Pilates instructor, and I've helped hundreds of people over my years of teaching get rid of their sciatica with these simple Pilates stretching and strengthening exercises that I'm going to take you through. There is not a one approach suits all when it comes to sciatica, but by doing this bite-sized Pilates session with me consistently, you will feel the benefit. Now, sciatica is a term used to describe nerve pain in the leg that is caused by irritation or compression of the sciatic nerve. And sciatica originates in the lower back, radiates deep into the buttocks and travels down the leg. It's fairly common, and because we are mainly a sedentary society with weak spines and core muscles, our spines easily become compressed from the amount of sitting we do and irritate the sciatic nerve. This workout will take you through safe, gentle and effective Pilates exercises to help strengthen your core, decompress your spine and mobilise and stretch your lower back, your glutes and your legs. Now, if you have a resistance band, you might find it useful to have one. We're going to use one with one of the stretches, but if you don't have one, it's not essential, so don't worry. But it's a good idea to have a mat so you can lay on as well, so you're more comfortable. You'll get the most benefit from doing this workout every day. So come and join me again after you've done it with me today. Come and join me again tomorrow and do this workout with me every day to help ease your sciatic pain. And to help you find me more easily, just like this video and click subscribe. Shall we get started? Okay, we're going to start laying on the mat. So lay yourselves down onto your backs and we're going to take it into an exercise called shoulder bridge, which is really good for helping to traction, decompress, mobilise the spine. So we're going to start with our feet flat, knees bent. Bring the heels in slightly closer to your tailbone than normal. And then you're going to tuck the tailbone under and imprint the spine into the floor. And then keep peeling the spine off, piece by piece, in order, working up through the length of the spine. Come up until your knees, hips and shoulders are in a gentle sloping line. Then if you're comfortable to, you can take your arms behind you and relax them on the floor. Keep them there and lengthen the spine back down. And this is where you get that lovely tractioning, lengthening through the spine. Work through the back in order again, vertebrae by vertebrae, coming all the way back down. Arms come down at the end. Well done. Let's do it again. So tuck under, peel the spine off. So work through any of those sticky or stiff parts nice and slowly. Encourage the movement. Arms come up and over. Leave them on the floor if it's comfortable. Again, work through any sticky, stiff sections of the spine. Really try and lay the spine down in a straight line all the way down and bring the arms down. And again, tuck under. Exhale as we peel up. Inhale at the top as the arms come over. Just have a little look at your knees for me. Check that they're in line with your hips. And then exhaling as you lengthen that spine down. Oh, that's lovely. Let's do one more. So tucking under, coming up into the shoulder bridge, bring the arms up and over the head, and then walking that spine back down piece by piece, and bringing the arms down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to find your neutral spine now. So do a few pelvic tilts for me. Find your midway point. You can just check, you should just be able to get your hand under to say the first knuckle. Arms are down by the side. And we're going to either just float up one leg or two legs. And you want to have your knees in line over your hips, shins parallel to the floor. And we're bracing these abdominals. So we're just doing a little bit of strength work through the back because that will help to strengthen the lower back and your core. So you should feel that working through those lower abdominals. Okay? And we're just going to breathe. Just nice deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose or mouth. Now, if holding both legs up is too much for you, or you feel your back starting to pull away from the floor, then just drop to one leg. and do 4 or 5 breaths on one leg and then change. You want to be keeping this neutral spine. We're really working these core abdominals that run all the way around the lower back as well, like a personal corset, yeah, to help support your posture. And you should really feel that working there. Well done. Let's just hold it for a couple more breaths. And again, nice deep breath in and out. Well done. Hug the knees into the chest and then take the feet flat onto the floor, knees together, ankles together, and take your arms out to the side slightly. And we're just going to take it into some gentle hip rolls. So again, we're just mobilising through the spine, just releasing that lower back, which could well be the cause of your sciatic pain. Okay, so you can carry on here. If you want to, you can pick the feet off the floor, still keep the knees and ankles glued together, and just roll side to side here. So this is a little bit more intense. Think about using your abdominals to bring the legs back to centre. So there's a little bit more strength work involved with the legs off the floor, but it will get that rotation through the spine as well. Try and keep the shoulders relaxed. Well done. Taking it over to one side and then the other. Okay, come back to centre, bring the feet down. So what we're going to do now is we're going to keep the legs bent, and I want you to cross your left leg over your right knee, so they cross at the knees, like if you were crossing your legs when you're sitting. So crossed over. We're going to keep the other foot, the right foot on the floor, and we're just going to repeat those hip rolls, one side to the other. Okay, now what you can do is use the top leg on each side to increase the stretch and that range of movement. So let me explain. You've got your left leg on crossed over your right. As you go to the left, your left leg is on top, and you can use the weight of that left leg to just push down, and you'll get a lovely stretch through the outer thigh. Here, maybe feel it in the lower back a little bit, and then come back. As you go to the right, it's your underneath leg, your right leg, that's now on top and can push down again, increase that stretch. You'll feel that in the lower back, maybe in the glutes, the hips. You'll feel it where you're tight. Yep, so just sort of doing some active stretching here, moving through one position to the other, taking it a little bit further each time if it's comfortable. Okay. Even off, come back to centre, uncross the legs. So this time we're crossing the right leg over the left. Right leg on top of the left, crossed at the knees, same thing. Taking it over to one side and then the other. Using that top leg each time as it goes over to apply a bit more pressure and just take the range of movement a little bit further, release through the back, stretching out through the hips. Well done. You can of course hold this each side as well, hold the stretch in a static stretch if you want to. We're just working through it, moving from one side to the other. Be mindful if one side feels a bit tighter than the other. Just sort of be aware of your body and how that feels. Well done. Come back to centre and uncross the legs. Okay, we're going to do a stretch down. I'm going to give you a couple of options here. You can just cross the ankle over the knee. This is called a figure of 4 stretch because you're making like the number 4 with your legs. And you can reach through and behind your thigh, okay? And just then draw the knee into the chest. That might be enough for you to keep the knee pointing out to the side, and you'll feel that stretching nice and deep into the glutes there. Your other option is to cross the legs at the knees again, and hold on to the opposite ankles, drawing the top foot down and drawing the ankles in that way. That might be too intense, in which case go back to your figure of 4 stretch, and we're feeling it through your hips. Well done. Try and relax the body and breathe into the stretch. So the stretch, you should feel it stretching, but it shouldn't be painful. There's no pain. It might feel uncomfortable and like, oh yeah, I can feel that deep, but it shouldn't be painful. Okay, there's a difference. Okay, let's gently release. Let's change legs. So you're having one ankle on the knee. This is option 1. Reach through and behind the thigh. Draw that knee in towards the chest. Try and relax the upper body down so you can hold it here in that stretch, feeling it this time on the opposite hip. Or you can cross the knees over, take hold of the ankles. So it's this leg you're drawing down. Squeeze the other ankle into the bottom. And see how that works. And it just playing with it. Sometimes just depends where you're tight. One stretch might work better for you than another stretch. So you choose the one that feels good for you. Well done. Breathe and relax. And well done. And release. Uncross the legs. Fantastic work. Roll round onto your front foot. Okay, so laying on your fronts, we're going to start by just taking your knees, bending them up, taking your knees out to the side. Let your feet just come up off the floor, that's fine. Then you can just relax your head down, and you're going to have the soles of your feet together. So you're making like, call this like a frog legs. Yes, your legs look like little frog legs. And what we're going to do is we're going to take the feet down to the floor, but without the hips lifting. So keep pushing the hips into the mat. Okay, imagine you've got a winning lottery ticket and it's underneath your hips and you don't want anyone to grab it. You're pushing the hips down, but at the same time you're pushing the feet down. And again, feel that lovely stretching through the hips and the glutes. And just holding it there. You may feel it through the front of the hips a little bit as well, opening out, that's fine. Keep breathing. Keep pressing the hips down. If the stretch eases, try and take the feet a little bit further. Well done, and release. Just gently bring the legs down straight. Fantastic. Bring the hands closer into your shoulders for me now. Let's take it into a back extension. So we're going to lift the head up. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears. And just come up to where you're comfortable. You can come onto your forearms, or you can push up further onto your hands. Try and keep the shoulders down, and this just helping to realign, decompress the spine. We do a lot of forward movement when we're sitting, so lengthening up. So we're going to reversing that, rebalancing your posture. Shoulders down and away from the ears. Try and keep the lower body and the glutes relaxed, so you can have the legs quite wide. That's fine. Let's just do a couple more. Bringing the shoulders down. Only go to where is comfortable for you. And we're peeling the spine up, piece by piece, a bit like we did at the beginning, but in the opposite direction. Shoulders down. Fantastic. Okay, let's take it into a scorpion. So we're going to take your left hand out flat onto the floor at the side. Your right arm is bent by your shoulder. You're going to take your right foot and keep looking at the floor, keeping looking at the floor. Just take your right foot back behind you as far as is comfortable. Now, if it touches the floor, fine. It hasn't got to. Hasn't got to touch the floor. Okay? And then we change sides. So, your left hand is bent by your shoulder, right arm out. Pick up the left foot. Keep looking down, because we want to focus the movement through the lower back rather than into the shoulder. And if the foot touches the floor, fine. If not, doesn't matter, but we're just getting that rotation again through the lower back. Let's do that again. Change sides. So keep focusing, keep looking down. Just open as far as is comfortable. And back. One more. Take it behind you. And back. Well done. Okay, coming up onto your hands and knees. Just take it back into a child's pose. Just lengthening out here. Try and really sit the tailbone down. Get the tailbone going down towards the floor. Keep the elbows lifted. We're going to take it into Pigeon Stretch now. And I love this stretch. This is one of my most favourite ones. So we're going to bring our right leg in front of you. so that the knee is pointing out to the edge of the mat, and your left leg is lengthened straight down behind you. And you can just hold it here. You're sitting down in the middle, yeah, so that foot should still be in front. You're sitting down, you can hold it here. Get a nice stretch through the front of the hip flexors, and you may start to feel it in the right glutes. Now, if for any reason it bothers your knees being in this position, go back onto your back and do that figure of 4 stretch we did earlier. When you're here, you're going to walk the hands and lengthen forwards. Keep sitting the hip down into the floor. So you're lengthening the hands away, keeping the spine long, but we're still sitting the hips down. So I haven't rolled forwards onto my leg. I'm still sitting my weight down in the centre. So lengthening here, and you can feel a lovely deep, deep stretch through the glutes, into the top of the thigh. Oh, and just breathe. Keep breathing. Just relaxing into that stretch. Well done. Oh, I never want to come out of that stretch. I just want to stay there forever. Okay, push on the hands and just bring that leg back into a box position. Okay, let's change sides. So you're going to bring your left leg forwards now. So the knee's pointing towards the edge of the mat. You're walking that back foot away, lengthening the right leg. And then you can hold it here, gradually start to walk the hands forwards, lengthening the spine. Again, I'm still sitting down. I haven't rolled across. I'm still sitting this hip down. Now, if you find you've got a really big gap under your hip here, you can put a cushion or something underneath if you want to give yourself a bit of support. So lengthen away. Nice long spine. Really sitting this hip down. Not rolling forwards. Keep sitting down. You'll feel this stretch all the way down from the glutes, tracing sort of the line down from the lower back in the glutes into the leg, and just breathe in there. Well done. Oh, you're going to feel lovely and loosened after this. At the end of this, fantastic, well done. Coming back up into a box position, and then we're going to come round onto our backs. So this is where you might want to use your flexi band now if you've got one. So you can, I will give you an alternative if you haven't got a band as well. So your options are, we're laying on our back. Your option without the band is to have one leg straight, bend the opposite knee into the chest, hold onto the outside of the knee, and bring the knee across the body. And you can just take it as far as is comfortable. Again, similar stretch to that pigeon stretch on your back. Now, if you want to have the band, you can pop it round your foot and straighten the leg, or have the leg as straight as you can. Draw that leg into the chest, and then we're going to rotate the leg inwards. So you're turning the toes in towards your opposite shoulder, rotating from the hip. So I've got my left leg up, my toes are turning to my right shoulder. So if you do the same as me, it'll be easier to follow along. Take both ends of the band in your right hand. Your left hand is going out to the side. And then you're going to draw the leg in and across the body. And you just take it to where you can feel that stretch, and you might feel it running all the way down the length of the leg, all the way into the calf and into the foot. And it's a lovely, lovely stretch. This is one of the best stretches you can do if you suffer from your sciatic pain. I really would recommend this. And even if you don't suffer from sciatic pain, it's a really good stretch to do. So holding it there, reaching across the body. You know you've got your leg supported because you hold it in the band so the leg can relax. Well done. Use your band to bring yourself back up. And then we're going to change sides. So you can hug the knee into the chest again. Like I showed you, hug the knee in and bring it across the body, or you can have the leg in the band. So we're going to hold, we've got the right leg in the band. Hold both ends of the band with the left hand, right hand out to the side. Draw the leg in towards the chest. Then rotate it. Turn the whole leg from the hip So the toes are pointing to your left shoulder. Keep drawing in and then across the body. And feel that lovely deep stretch again, all the way through the hip, down the length of the leg. You might feel it in the hamstring, you might feel it in the lower back. And holding it there. Just breathing and relaxing. Well done. Well done. Oh, gently coming back up. And release that leg. Good job. Okay, bring yourselves up to sitting. So I'm going to show you, we're going to finish now with another figure of 4 stretch, but sitting, and you might find this works better for you, or it might not. So you're going to cross your right ankle over your left foot, and then shuffle your bottom in to that left foot as close as you can, walk yourself in, and then with your hands again, just try and sit up as tall as you can, and you'll feel that stretching in your right hip. Okay, and you'll feel that there. So again, you might feel that works better for you. And then we're going to keep the legs where they are. Take both legs over to the side. I'm just going to turn round. So if you're here, we're taking both legs so that foot's flat on the floor. Take the opposite hand, your left hand, wrap that knee in and across the body towards the armpit. Take your right hand behind, sit up tall, and just turn to the back of the room. Keep squeezing that knee in and across the body. Well done, and release. So let's repeat the other side. So left ankle across right knee. Bring the right foot in, the right bottom in as close as you can. Sorry, your bottom into your right foot. And then walk the hands in. Bring that chest up as close to the knee as you can, feeling it stretching this time in that left hip. And hold it there. Ooh, it feels good. Okay, staying with the legs as they are, just taking them over to the side. Again, I'll just turn around. So we're here and you're just dropping the knees over, foot on the floor, wrap the opposite arm round, squeeze that knee in and across to the armpit. Other arm comes up and behind and just turning away from that bent leg. Keep squeezing the knee in. And release. Well done. Just sitting comfortably, however that might be. Fantastic. Let's just finish a couple of shoulder rolls. Draw the shoulders down and away from the ears, sitting up nice and tall. Just take a breath in. Breathing out, chin to chest. Rolling forwards, relaxing over the legs. Curling back up through the spine. Bringing the arms up. Exhale, arms down, chin to chest, rolling down and curling back up. Bring the shoulders down and away from the ears. Well done. That's you done. All done for the day. So don't forget, come and join me again tomorrow and do the same workout with me. I will be here. Click click subscribe and like, and then you can find the video nice and easily. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. If you've got any questions, please put them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Enjoy the rest of your day, take care and see you soon.